Every morning, I wake up proud to be a part of the Roncalli community, where I have the opportunity to learn more about our school and the many students and many stories that make Roncalli what it is. These stories are woven into the very fabric of who we are, what we do, and where we go from here. Each story is its own, but each story is also exactly who we are, because we are a family. Sit back, take a listen, and wow, do I have a story for you. My story, our family.
My story, our family.
Meine Geschichte, unsere Familie.
My story, our family.
I'm Mark Maloney, graduated from Roncalli in 1985. We have 3 children that came through Roncalli. Our youngest is actually a senior. Ryan graduated in 2015, Madison in 2016, and Josephine will graduate this spring. My time at Roncalli was great. I participated in the first state football teams, which is wonderful, won the mock election. I participated in the athletic boosters, and I'm currently serving on the board here at Roncalli. So.
I'm Rose Maloney. I am a graduate of '88, which was the better class. And yes, we have 3 children that went through Roncalli, which has been a blessing. Roncalli has been a great blessing for all the traditions it's given to us, where we get to experience through them. Again, we get to experience freshman orientation. We get to experience senior retreats, homecomings and proms. It's all been so wonderful.
The way we met, I knew Rosie. I was a senior, she was a freshman. I was a captain on the track team. We were helping some of the younger students learn track. And there was Rosie and her friends, and we helped instruct them on long jump or whatever. That was the first time I knew of her, but then we officially met after the '85 state championship game, but didn't date seriously until '88.
And that's when I took him to my senior prom.
I reluctantly agreed. I was out of high school. I didn't want to go. I was too cool for high school at 21. But I did go, and I'm glad I went. And of course, I talked to the teachers most of the time. But that was when I realized then that, okay, there's something here that's pretty serious. So, and we dated after that, and got married 3 years later.
I think the most exciting thing about Roncalli is how it offers so much more than what we got to experience in the '80s. So now it's so much better. The clubs, the activities, our kids have experienced from choir to diving. We didn't even have swimming, so there's so many different things that they've got to enjoy, and we've got to enjoy it through them.
Yeah, I would agree. The change from the fall of '81 until today is just dramatic. I mean, it's hard to believe it was almost 40 years ago, but we didn't have air conditioning. Some of the windows were broke. And now the facility's amazing. And there are a lot of new programs, but there's some things that are still constant. The freshman orientation, the senior retreats, the energy in the building, getting together in the family room, the old family room for senior mass or any mass for that matter. Those things have not changed at all, and that's kind of cool. I like that part. And I've been asked over the years, people know my involvement and enthusiasm for Roncalli, so I've had people ask about Roncalli. Give me your true opinion. What is different? What's unique about Roncalli? And I think the most important thing that I communicate to people that are considering Roncalli, don't get caught up in the facilities or the banners. Don't get me wrong, those are wonderful. The successes that we've had are fantastic. But when I got here in the fall of '81, we didn't have banners like that. We didn't have facilities like that. We came here and enjoyed and stayed because of the experience and the camaraderie and the faith that we were taught. And that's something you use as a life preparation. You use your faith for the rest of your life in one form or another, especially when things are tough. So I think it's more about taking those most formative years of your child's life, really 11, 12 through 17, when the clay is the softest and most moldable, and giving them the life preparation skills they're going to need when the trials and tribulations come, because that's life. It's bumpy. you want some way to be able to cope and deal with it. And that's really at the core of Roncalli, more so than the successes and the accolades. Those are wonderful, but it's life prep.
It fills me up to see my kids that they've graduated college and they still connect with their Roncalli friends, and they still call us or want to go to Ash Wednesday Mass with us, or
beggars. They want to go help us when we go serve the poor. They want to do that. We're like, they're 24, 20. We're like, you want to go?
Yeah. So
they have that sense of service that's been instilled, and it started here. And then I think the sense of humility that they display. The world can be very imbalanced in the way it recognizes only the greatest performers and only those with the most money, and they have a sense of humility about them, that a perspective at a fairly young age that's encouraging, and that came from Roncalli. Senior retreat was huge to see them bond with and to open up as young adults about their faith. Man, that was pretty neat to see, and they were changed after it. You know, we both got to experience that here at Roncalli, and there was a noticeable change in our children after they went through senior retreat. What a gift, and that's something that will stick with them for the rest of their lives.
We are the Maloneys, and this is our Roncalli story.